Hey there, this is John.
And I'm Josh.
And we are up to week 4 of the 2020 college football season. So we're going to give you our predictions. Just a little disclaimer. We missed the review of week 3. We were sort of out for the count. Both of us were sick.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about week 4, but let's start with week 3's upset picks.
We're talking
why
about.
do we want to talk about this?
We're talking about. So I started the season, or before this previous week, I was 1-3 in my upset picks. Started off 0-2 on week 1, and then went 1-1 on week 2. And believe it or not, I actually made some pretty solid picks last week. So Fresno State stunned UCLA, and it was a game. Most people were already asleep,
Yes.
but man, was it a fun game to watch. Fresno State drives down, able to win 40-37.
Yeah.
Wow. Fresno State's quarterback is like Husner or something. Don't know how to pronounce his last name exactly, but he seems like a talented kid. I mean, this team beat UCLA. And they almost beat Oregon. I think they're ready to play. So.
They had a great throw right into the end zone, right into the corner there at the end of the game.
Beautiful.
It was perfect. Yeah.
And the next one, it was an upset. No one knows why. I mean, I don't. There are a few teams that were probably overhyped, more so than Miami.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, Michigan State throttled them, 38-17. King got injured towards the end, but I mean, I'm glad I got it. But, why was Miami favored? Almost everyone thought Michigan State was going to win.
It sort of made Alabama not look so great.
And then Alabama obviously struggled against
Miami
Florida.
Has struggled in all of their games. But at the same time, Michigan State had to get 21 points in the fourth quarter.
They did, 21 points.
Pull off this win.
Really, it was close.
Yeah.
But I am thankful. You know, I got 2 right. It's very rare for me. So 3-3 on the season. We'll see how next week goes.
Congrats.
For this week.
All right, so let's go on into the Week 4 predictions. We're going to start with number 12, Notre Dame. It's going to be at number 18, Wisconsin. Wisconsin's had a loss to Penn State.
Right, and Penn State also beat Auburn. So, I mean, Penn State's looking pretty good right now, right?
They are.
They're kind of on a roll. Notre Dame kind of looked pretty trash all season long so far. As a matter of fact, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Wisconsin's favored in this game. Yeah. So that being said, I do think Wisconsin wins. I mean, Notre Dame has just been the opposite of impressive, right? Yeah. I mean, just very lackluster as can be.
Yeah, I would be honestly, I would be surprised if Wisconsin didn't win this one.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the same time, it should be an interesting game.
I agree.
Yeah. Boise State's going to be at Utah State, who is 3-0. They've played Washington State, they played Notre Dame, and they played North Dakota, and Air Force. So are they tested?
Yeah, so Boise State 1-2 on the season, just lost to Oklahoma State last week by 1 point. A salty game for sure as far as fans' reactions, just because of some ref calls and different things. But tough game.
Ref calls. There was one major ref call where they missed it so bad, and Boise would have actually pulled out that game.
Yeah, probably. Just Boise kind of on a rough streak here. This would be a huge loss for the Broncos, right? Yeah. They kind of have to get this to bounce back here. Yeah. I'm going to lean towards Boise recovering and winning, just because Utah State has struggled against most of the teams that they played so far this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then you have number 9, Clemson, who has done great defensively, I think. Struggled on the offensive side. Matter of fact, is there an offense? I mean, after they played Georgia Tech last week,
no, there's not.
They barely pulled it out.
Yeah.
So they're going to be playing North Carolina State.
Yeah. A couple questions going into it. Will NC State finally be the first team to score a touchdown on Clemson's defense? Right. Yeah, so far, Clemson's defense is exceptional.
Just like Georgia.
Yes. So just a fantastic display of defense so far. If DJ can do anything offensively, then Clemson could start getting back to their normal selves.
Yeah.
I do think Clemson wins.
Okay. Then you got Tennessee at number 11, Florida. Probably no reason to really mention this, is there? Florida retained their number 11, barely losing to Alabama.
Yeah. Tennessee lost to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I
can't see Tennessee.
I think Florida wins pretty handily,
honestly.
Especially being at Florida. I think they win handily.
Yeah. Then you have number 25, Kansas State. They're going to be at Oklahoma State. Oklahoma out that squeeze by win over Boise. Can Kansas State pull this off, though?
So Kansas State is ranked, but they're still not favored in this game. Yeah. Probably because it's at home for Oklahoma State. I think it'll be a close game. I think Oklahoma State has shown I guess, a lot of grit towards the end of games, but they've really struggled against a lot of teams that they should have beat pretty handily. So we'll see what happens. I think it'll be a close game.
Okay. West Virginia is going to be at number 4, Oklahoma. I tell you, after watching West Virginia this past week, they were pretty impressive. Oklahoma has not impressed me so far.
No, Oklahoma has not been impressive. Even offensively.
I mean, Rattler he's good. He's a good quarterback, without a doubt. But I don't know.
I think it's a game definitely worth watching.
It is. Yeah.
And I think
it's
Oklahoma needs to be nervous.
It's a potential upset.
Oklahoma needs to be
really
nervous.
is. And then SMU at TCU, both of them undefeated. That's the only reason we're mentioning this one at this point.
Yeah, probably TCU. I think TCU has a chance of doing decent in the Big 12 this year, so we'll see. I'd be surprised if they didn't win.
Okay. Let's talk about your upsets for this week.
All right. Probably the biggest game of the week. Number 7, Texas A&M at Arkansas. I gotta go.
Number 16.
I mean, Texas A&M has had almost no pizzazz so far this season. Just nothing. Very lackluster offensively. Their quarterback's out. And Arkansas, man, they've just been playing with some fire, especially after that Texas demolishing. I mean, I kind of like what I see in Arkansas, so I'm going to go with them for this game.
Okay. Yeah. That's a big upset. Okay.
And you know, like, Arkansas fans are actually going to show up. Cause, I mean, they're finally doing all right?
They're going to be there. Yeah.
Exactly.
They better be there.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the next one?
Yeah, Iowa State, number 14 Iowa State at Baylor. Baylor, untested, did struggle against one or two teams so far this season.
Yeah.
Iowa State, though, man, I mean, I don't know why they're ranked. Right, I think they're just ranked because they were ranked high.
Number 14.
High at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
But I mean, after the Iowa game, and there's nothing about them that really impresses me.
Okay.
So I think Baylor wins this game.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, hey, that's our look at week 4. So come back and join us when we do the review.
Go Broncos.